All right, so today we're going to talk about having the confidence to be confident. Now, before you very conveniently dismiss this to be some very long rant about the phrase fake it till you make it, hear me out. So, if you guys don't already know, when I first got my sales job, right, it wasn't for the love of selling, or it wasn't because I was extremely good at it. In fact, if anything, I sucked at it, right? But I had to make some money, like some quick bucks in college, just to spend or save or whatever. I had to make some money. So I got an offer for this sales job, a very entry level position, like a business development representative, and I took it, right? And eventually I wasn't very good at it, but then I realized if I wanted to do the job, I had to make the sale. And to make the sale, you have to be confident, you have to be good at speaking, you've got to sell the product. Now, if I don't know how to sell, how the fuck am I going to sell, right? But I realized, okay, so I'm just going to like pretend to be confident. I learn the script or pitch or whatever, and I'm going to like go to the people, go to the person I'm selling to, and I'll pretend to be confident and I'll pretend to know what I'm talking about, even if I internally I know I'm not, right? So once you do that, right, once you pretend to be confident and once you do it long enough, eventually you will, without realizing, you will automatically become confident. Now, imagine this. So, I'm sure a lot of you are like becoming adults right now, right? So, the second you turn 18, everyone's like, okay, now you got to pretend like an adult. Like now you got to act like an adult because you're 18 years old. You got to act your age. You got to behave like an adult, be more matured and everything. But just last week, you were a child. You were 17 years old and you were not an adult and everything was okay. And suddenly, they're expecting you to become an adult, be responsible for everything and all that. Now, that's not possible, right? But you start pretending. You start pretending like an adult. You start pretending to be more mature. And then one day, before you realize it, you're 40 years old with two children, 3 and 1 year old, and you're telling them shut up because you have a meeting. So one very simple way to like be more confident, right, is just pretend. Just pretend to be more confident. Now, for example, I make these videos, right? And let's say I'm not actually a confident person and I hate making these videos and I really can't speak to anyone, let alone a camera, right? But if I were to pretend like I was confident, right? Just like look relaxed, just sit down and have a script ready or say what I want to say. By the way, I don't have a script ready. I never have a script for my videos. But if I were to pretend, now internally, I could know that okay, I'm not confident. Shit, I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess up what I'm saying. My hands are shaking, and I really can't maintain eye contact with the camera and all that. But as long as I pretend to do it well, and I don't come off as scared or nervous in the camera in the video, it doesn't matter. And eventually, I start getting so good at pretending. My hands stop shaking. I stop talking like I'm nervous. I keep eye contact with the camera, and eventually, you'll realize you automatically become more confident and that's a part of you without you even realizing it. So people always ask me, dude, how do you like talk to people? How do you do that? How do you do this? It's not that difficult. You just go up to them. What's the worst that can happen? Literally nothing. So you go up to them, say what you want to say, be how you want to be, just pretend to be confident. You don't have to really be confident. Not everyone's a great speaker like Martin Luther King and all that, right? Eventually you might get there, but to begin with, you have to pretend like you're confident. You have to pretend like you're there already. Faking it till you make it literally means pretending to be something you're not until you are, because you have to be in that mindset. You have to literally think, okay, I am confident. I will be able to talk clearly. So my advice is to those who are not really confident and want to be more confident. And confidence is not necessarily recording a video or like giving a speech in public, right? It can be meeting someone new, going on a date, or having an interview, right? It helps a lot. Being confident or having that sense of assurance in yourself, believing in yourself, and being confident enough to present yourself in a decent manner where the other person actually receives you well. That's what confidence is. It's not always speaking in front of 10,000 people. It's not always giving a speech or like leading a team, right? Confidence can be asking the waiter for like a different option in the menu or replacing an item when you order and they give something wrong, right? So, my advice to those who aren't confident is just believe in yourself, know that nothing can go wrong if you do mess up, right? Life is all about second chances. And if you do fuck up in a speech or in your interview or whatever, move on to the next one. Keep practicing. Talk in front of the mirror, talk to yourself, which I spoke about in my previous video. And if you don't already, please go do watch that and start talking to yourself. But anyways, be more confident. If you're not, pretend to be more confident. Tell yourself, yeah, you are confident. Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna ace this interview, or this date is gonna go really well, right? You are gonna speak clearly. You are gonna speak more confidently, and you believe in yourself. Or if you don't, just fake it till you make it.